What up, Internet? Welcome to episode 35? I think it's. No, fuck. 36. See, the 5 threw me off. Episode 36. Bricks, beer. It's been a while, guys. Sorry. Um, some shit, I guess, has gone down. Oh, nothing like major, just life and holidays and illness and crap. So I've been busy-ish with stuff. So hopefully you guys have been as well. It's been a while. I know people have been wanting an episode for a little bit. The fucking technical quality of the show is excellent, as always. I think I got the fan noise figured out. Hopefully the audio's better. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, if you want to watch the other ones, we don't have a base plate tonight. You can click a folded up Nexo Night poster. Look at that dude. He's got a Lance. I think his name is Lance. There you go. Click him. Go for it. Good times. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're drinking some beer. I am. Cheers. Enjoy. So tonight's beer is one of my favorite. It's the Bear Republic Racer 5 IPA. This is kind of a heavy thing to say. I think this is the least hoppy, easiest drinking IPA there is. Maybe I just associate it with like good times or something, because I don't drink like fucking 5 of these back to back or anything, but it's just I guess it's an aggressive style India Pale Ale. I don't think it's that aggressive, bros. But yeah, it's good. It's from Harrodsburg, wherever the fuck that is. I'm assuming it's way up north. Made in California. Racer 5, episode 36. Get your math right. So yeah, what a long, strange trip it's been. I'm going to show you guys some builds, and I'm going to show you some sort of non-traditional builds. And we'll kind of just talk about some Lego and some shit. My voice is still kind of fucked up. I've been sick for weeks, which blows. Yeah. So why are we here? Pirates? Kind of? Sort of? So, came off the con, did that. I built a few things, kind of, smallish here and there. And I've had all these projects, like, cooking in my brain, but I just haven't had time to really, like, fuck around and build anything that's really impressive, in my opinion. But I have built some shit. But the things that I was trying to build were really impressive. So what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to kind of reach all over the fucking place tonight, because there's all kinds of different shit everywhere, is the result of not what you would think it would be. So, our Slovakian friend, big time supporter, Daniel, wanted me to build a Mixel combiner based on the last 2 waves. And I was like, fuck, the Mixels are done, like, I should kind of do that. And that's like, of all the things I've built, that's the fucking thing that people gravitate towards, is those 2 fucking Mixel combiners. I don't even have the second one together. It's mulched. It's in the wall. Just because I didn't like the second one. The first one is like a result of pure, perfect building adrenaline. It was like the end of the Iron Builder contest with Jimmy. I was like really just fucking cranking. I built that thing in a night. It was perfect. It was like the perfect build. It was executed well. The second one just sucked. And the second one, I wasn't really into it. So this third one I was going to do, I was like, fuck, I got to go out big. I got to have this fitting tribute for the Mixels. So I was going to jump the shark. I was going to build one, because they're all sort of Voltron-ish, right? They have a mode, and then they, turn into a limb, and then, they were a torso part or combined robot part. And that's it, the 2 modes. But the ultimate is the Transformer combiner, right? So you've got, like, alt mode, like non-limb, non-robot mode. And then you got robot mode, like individual robot mode, and then you got, your combiner mode. So I had these really easy ideas, because, like, the waves of that are the fire truck, super easy, garbage truck, super cool. There's fucking the reporters, so you could do a news van. So I had all these, like, vehicle types, and I was like, oh yeah, there's pirates. I could do a fucking ship that turns into a pirate robot that then turns into an arm this would be fucking amazing. And then the last two totally fuck everything up. And I didn't take really good notes. So I don't even remember what the fucking last two are. Oh, it's the ninjas, the orange ninjas, which is like, what, you can build a ninja mobile? That blows. And then, let's see, there's 6, right? Reporters, fire truck dude, ambulance dude, fucking garbage truck dude, pirate ship dude. Fucking the 6 mixel eludes me. Anyway, they just sucked. Like, the whole concept sucked, and I kind of tried to fuck around, like, built this. This is kind of a start of a fire truck that then, you know, kind of would morph up into some sort of foot thing. There's like a heel spur back here, and it's gonna have more. Oh, here's the back half. Here's the other legs that we're gonna fold out. So, you know, it could, in theory, like fold this way and beautifully transform just like this. Be like, hey, what's up? I'm a Mixel fire truck. And it could be like a fire truck, and then a robot, and then a leg for the last Voltron. And like that, I fucking, my heart wasn't in it. I just hated it, right? But I really latched onto this pirate idea. So then I was gonna build a pirate transformer. So there's your pirate ship. It's got a skull on the back. Turns into a dude that, you know, is a dude. He's a pirate. And I was like, fucking stressing out about building a transformation sequence for a miniature scale pirate ship. And I actually probably am going to go back and build this pirate ship because I like the idea of a small, like, model scale pirate ship that's not using the prefab boat bases. And I have fuck tons of those. So it's like, I was going to build this pirate ship, and like, the transformation thing, like, was fucking killing me. I built this, which is like basically a modular frame where you can fold all this shit up, and, you know, it's like kind of condenses into a reasonable small frame. So I was like, okay, then I skin this, so, you know, here's the bottom half, and here's this, and the deck can be on his back, and the fucking sail can fold up so it can be like his pirate flag and all this other shit. And like, I just breaking my head on Transformers, like, while work is stressful and life is happening, and I fucking puppy, and I don't know, this is like taking the joy out of everything for me. Oh dude, I really fucked this episode up. I forgot to grab something, which I'm going to do. I'm gonna go off camera. It's gonna be weird. You're gonna have to freak out and drink a beer by yourself. So sit tight for a second. Hopefully you're drinking decent beer, and I will be right back. Hopefully I won't fucking throw this thing on the ground. Okay, so we're talking about pirates. Oh, threw that thing on the ground, but that's alright. And this has nothing to do with pirates, but it will kind of explain. Oh god, it's like a Jenga puzzle to get this fucking thing out of here. Chill out, dog. You're good. Alright. So I'm going to show you a super, super old model. This is a devil girl playing a guitar. Because I like devil girls, and I like rock and roll, and hail Satan, and, you know, I'm not really a Satanist. Just like devil girls. So yeah, so this is super old. This is from 2008? 7? Fucking a long time ago, like 7 years ago. These are some of my oldest models. I have 5 variations of these devil girls over in a DTOF over there on the other side of the internet. And these are super old, and I've always wanted to kind of go back and modernize these because they're using ball joints, but they're like kind of fucked up, and the actual point of rotation is like well below the shoulder, so they have weird bicep bendy parts, and you know, it's just they're kind of crudely done. They're cool. They're sort of 8-bit in a lot of aspects. They kind of use the Cube Dude head format. This one's kind of the second one I built, so it's a little more low res as I built them. And I'll link, I guess. Man, this work putting in links to these, the original shitty photos I have of these. Someday I will go back and like photograph these since I still have them. So, how do we get from pirate ships to devil girls? So I'm really on this pirate kick for some reason, and I'm just struggling with this transformer. And I go, you know what's fucked up? Like, I want to build this little pirate ship, but that's not really what I build. What I really want to build is like a ridiculous pirate character. And I'm like, man, you know what? I should just build a pirate devil girl. So that's what I did. And here she is. Boom. This is going to look kind of weird because I'm going to hold her by her crotch from behind because that's how I roll. It's also how I don't drop things on camera. So there you go. She's got a big, silly pirate hat and giant horns and an eye patch because, you know, all pirates are disabled. I actually debated about how much I was going to disable this girl. And she's got cool pants and boots, and then a cape because doll life. So there's a couple of things I like about this, and then a couple of things I think are, not so cool. One thing is, as I try not to break it in front of you guys on camera, the hands. Shout out to Big Sal. These are the Maxi-Fig Hulk hands. They work really well at this scale. They look pretty cool. They can't actually hold any of the accessories. Like there's this pistol over here, and she's got a cool sword over here. I'd have to kind of jigger the accessories for her to actually hold them, but I didn't really care because like by the time I got this far down the rabbit hole, I was like, cool, I'm done, and this is it. I also really like the boots because one of the things that the old ones lacked was an ankle rocker, and there is a teeny tiny hidden ball joint here. So as you can see, I'm kind of moving her boot toe around, which is super cool. Like this thing stands pretty well on the shelf. And you know, she's got ridiculous accessories. There's a compass back there and a key. Um, the thing I don't like about this is that it is kind of 8-bit, and because I wanted to make it consistent with the other ones, the curves, like while certain things are sort of updated, certain things are sort of low res, like her super blocky high chest. I mean, it's sort of endearing. I don't know. I guess it's cutesy-ish or just weird. Bad sculpting. You be the judge. I also tried to take a photo of this, and I tried to do it on the beach, which I feel weird enough when I'm photographing toys on the beach. But when it's like a Star Wars action figure and it's this big, it's a lot less inconspicuous than when you're pretty much putting a 12-inch Barbie with like the cape. So this is the Phasma cape, the Maxi-Fig cape. This is a doll. Like as soon as you put that fucking cape on here, and it works, like she needs the cape. Like this looks way better with the cape than without. As soon as you put the fucking soft goods on, it's like you enter the doll life zone. Oh, really cool. Not feeling it. I mean, I did it, and I got weird looks, and I took my photos on the beach. Didn't really come out. Kind of hate them. You also, I mean, it's like they look like a thing on the beach at sunset, but you can't see any of the details, which is kind of unfortunate. So there's that. That's kind of what I've been up to. Along with that, I built some accessories, and I borrowed some shit. So speaking of Iron Builder, shout out to oh god, I always forget this dude's name. I want to say it's Nick. I'm pretty sure his name is Nick. The kid I fought the second time in Iron Builder. I made a Bandito, the bandolier, and I made this super cool whiskey bottle with this integrated snotted skull and crossbones logo, which is great. I really like this. This is awesome. But this is old, but it fits with her, so I'm going to do the reverse crotch grab and hold up some accessories. Try not to smash her in half. Live, uncut. Remember, folks, it's been a long time. Like, at least a couple of weeks since I've talked to you on the internet. Okay, so there you go. Boom, whiskey. Scales nicely, you know. There's also a treasure chest. So boom. I posted a photo of the accessories, which are cool. Barrels, because, you know, you gotta have booze. Map. Tried to kind of make it a scroll, because it's a little undersized, obviously. And then the piece de resistance, which it's okay. This, fucking greatest thing I've built in a long time. It's just perfect. It's based on the classic Lego pirate bird. It's got this recessed eye, which is a hollow 1x1 with some cut flex tubing in there. The colors work. It reads well. The beak is great. Like I love this whole thing. So this parrot, I need to make a stand for it. Can actually and intentionally perch on Miss Pirate Chick's shoulder here. So you move your doll life cape, and you try not to break things on camera. And you do the old classic reverse crotch grab here. Let me move my soft goods to the proper side. And boom, there you go. Polly wants to ride on your shoulder. Because, pirates, they're funky like that. So one last thing about this, and then we'll move on to some other shit, is I did contemplate building her a couple of different, sort of, man, it's so weird. So pirates, the classic thing with pirates, right, is Captain has the eye patch and the hook and the peg leg. Like in the Lego universe, he's got all 3 disabilities. Only one eye, only one hand, only one fucking leg. But that made him the coolest one. So, like, I gave her the eye patch, thought about giving her a peg leg, which would be very easy to do, but I really liked the boot. Once I made the first boot, I was like, fuck, I can't. But she can have a gigantic hook arm, or she can have a much smaller hook. So this was the one that I think looks the best. It's ridiculous. It's like some bionicle giant scythe part. It's not exactly a hook. It's more just a killing blade. But in the world where you run around with a thing on your hand that's not your hand, why not? There's also a much more kind of tame one, which is just a sword, which does not work nearly as well. And stand by. Well, I'll show you her sword hand. There you go. Kind of pokey sword hand. Not nearly as cool, right? I mean, it's, kind of... It fits more, I guess, with scale, but I still read it as like the minifig sword. Whereas this kind of reads like a, steampunk Terminator deal. So that's why, she's just got the regular hand. The old punchy hand. Also love the bracelet. Fucking pyramid slopes are the shit. So yeah, that from Mixel Combiner to that, right? Weird. Sorry, my throat's fucking dying. Drink your beer. So from that, we went to minifigs. And minifigs are weird. So I like minifigs. Jeff really likes minifigs. Like, unofficial co-host of the show, all about the fucking minifigs. Me? Yeah, they're good. But mainly what I do with my minifigs is this. I put them in a drawer. I part them out. This is just torsos. Next to it, just heads. Just legs. I build them for various things. Like there's some shit up here, which you can't see because it's out of focus. But there's some minifigs up there. And I've got these droids, these drones in this case thing. And I've got this room right here. So what I did was I was like, man, Jeff's minifig display, super cool. And I kind of started doing it before. So when I bought all the Nexonite bullshit, I did one of these. This is pretty cool looking. This also is like proof that I bought the whole line because you can get the whole lineup. And I was like, fuck yeah, catch them all, Pokemon, collector, woo, complete. And then I got the really silly Power Ranger versions, and I was like, whoa, boom, like complete. And then I was like, man, so I'm gonna build some minifig displays. So I started building some minifig displays for up here, and I've got a giant demon horde in the top of that closet/bar over there, which is cool. I didn't bring the demon horde down because you guys kind of seen it before. So on the other side, I was like, oh, I'll do some other figs. And that's where these were before because it kind of balanced them out. And I was like, I'll put these up here because, these aren't nearly as cool. And I wanted something awesome on the other side. So what I did was bust out ye old Star Vikings. So this is my horde of Star Vikings, and they are fucking metal. This is a trophy that we had, sort of like so people could steal our gear, and then we'd steal it back or whatever. Because this was all part of a convention collab that we did that I've been talking about forever. So these are the Valkyries, these chicks with the angel wings who could kind of like heal you on the battlefield. That's pretty much Brandon Griffith right there. And there's just it's a great fucking way to be like crazy cyborg dudes with fucking axes, and man, shit looks really fucked up when you actually zoom it in. Oh, there you go. Now you can see, bro. So yeah, it's just metal as fuck. There's Vikings in space, and they use everything from laser swords to fucking battle axes to giant hammers and laser pistols and shit. So I put this together, which meant that I had to get a couple of other Star Vikings things, which are a couple of mechs. So I got this one. Boom. I fucking love this design. There's a reason why these are still kept together, because I don't really need the parts per se, and I love just the horde aspect, and in particular, the Speedor's part usage I thought was pretty fucking clever. It fits totally thematically too. It's like a fucking steel wolf's head. So yeah, they're metal as fuck. They got spikes all over them. This dude's got a giant laser hammer for punchy punchy, and shooty shooty, and a bayonet, because you got to do that. I decided to make all the Star Vikings like laser shit, this aqua color, which I think reads really well. The idea was they were like on an ice base, so it would kind of go with the ice theme. So I got another variant of that, which is this one. Boom boom. He's got a giant flamethrower arm, because that's how they do, burning the village. And then he's stealing a princess here in distress. Look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. It's metal as fuck. Metal as fuck. And yeah, so there's those two mechs, and then this thing, and this is all that I have left of my entire horde, which is pretty cool. It's a little snow ATV with this dude driving it. Official Star Vikings logo there. This is actually removable, because you could put, I had two of these. So one of them had this, and one of them had just like barrels of booze and booty and shit. And then there's two last things left, which are pretty great. One was we had a concert. I like made a stage, so we have the metal as fuck Star Vikings band. I really like this dude. He kind of reminds me of the dude from oh, there we go, focus. There's a fucking band that I'm forgetting the name of. They kind of make okay music, but their guitar is just super fucking weird. He doesn't look like the rest of the band at all. So that's why I kind of envision that dude. We bought this third-party guitar. Somebody gave me this while we were at the con. Hey, kind of, sort of. You can do it, camera. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. So yeah, there's the band. Boom, drums, all that shit. Band, metal as fuck. Star Vikings are metal as fuck. And then the last one was the dude that I had on my ship, which is my big, giant, ridiculous Star Viking. This is the mammoth dude, but with like a different head, obviously, or headgear and whatnot. And he's just, blasting away, shooting and burning. He rode in a giant Star Viking ship. So I put all these out with the Demon Horde, and I was like, oh yeah, fucking minifigs. Minifigs are great. And what was in their place were these dudes, my Wactron bros. I took some of my troops back. A lot of them are still in Northern California, obviously, but I had enough to kind of throw on here. And, they're pretty cool. They're black. Hard to see because they're black. Blacktron, Wactron. There will be a printed brick here eventually, someday, maybe Zach. And, whatever. So the rest of these, this is kind of where the conversation veers off a little bit, right? So minifigs and collecting of things and being complete and being a collector. I've always kind of despised that a little bit, even though I am a collector and I buy things and I display things and I do dumb things. But I've always felt like this I've always been able to be like, oh, it's a art palette that's recyclable and I can buy anything because it can be justified and I don't have to be complete. I don't have to buy every set. I can just buy, one set from a theme. Be cool. Like, just throw the parts in there, build whatever the fuck I want. I am that way. I do collect other things. I collect other toys. This is obviously the majority of what I do. This is the love first and foremost. Don't start getting jealous, guys, because Transformers isn't taking over the show or anything. But I started realizing like there's all this weird collector mentality angst that I'm having, and while I'm putting these minifig displays together, which is shit I already have. So like this Star Vikings stuff has just been in a bin. It's been in a bin. It looks way cool. It looks cool as fuck when it's like in the closet and stuff. And all of these minifig displays for the most part have been in the bin. But then they started like weird things happen, right? So like, we'll start with something easy. My Egyptian army. I've had this together for a while. It's been in a bin. These guys are rad. I fucking love this theme. Like, it's so good. And these minifigs are so good. Look at that fucking raw dude right here. Let's see if I can make that focus for you slightly better. Maybe? Yeah, kind of. Hey, there we go. Look at that dude. That dude's gangster as fuck. And then these guys were like summoning a giant fucking, monster out of sand. And I had all these mummy dudes. And I got most of this shit from the magnet packs or the adventure packs. Like, I didn't buy a lot of the sets. I just bought, like, I think they were at clearance too. They were fucking cheap as shit. So I've had all these guys in the bin. I put this together. This looks rad. I don't feel like there are any holes. I feel completely satisfied with this. Cool. I'll put this up here. He looks great. Fucking done. Done. All good. Kind of roll through the same thing. My little alien dudes. Love these guys. Some of the best minifigs ever. This is one antenna Fred. It's the worst piece to fucking lose ever. I'm not going to ever replace this either. I'm not going to bricklink one antenna. And I'm never going to stumble across an antenna. But yeah, and I got the red dudes in there. They're rad. Oh, I got the little dudes that fucking fell off because they decided they liked you, wanted to hug you because you watch me on the internet. That's what they do. So yeah, aliens, cool. Put them on the shelf. All good. And then, like, things kind of keep happening and pulling more figs out. I do, another display. I do, let's do the Star Wars one. And this is kind of, this jives with the collector talk. So I'm gonna veer off topic here a little bit. So I do the Transformers thing. I buy, like, the retail Transformers. I don't really do Masterpiece. I have a small Masterpiece collection. It's got, like, 4 figs. 3, technically. There's a 4th fig that, like, all these Transformer dudes be like, fuck, I can't believe you have that in there. Oh, I'd be disgusted with myself if I put that fig next to that fig. All these guys are, like, really fucking serious and, like, have debates and shit. And, like, not to hate on it. Like, I totally get it. Because I'm talking to you on the internet about fucking Lego. But, like, it's a weird thing. And I'm like, fuck, like, that is hardcore. So I buy these Transformers, perfectly happy with them. I buy the retail shit. It's great. They're doing all this 86 movie stuff, which is awesome. I buy the select Ninja Turtles. I have like a Exo Squad collection, which is like mostly complete. I don't really feel the need to drop tons of money on it. But then there's 2 other ones, and these are the ones where it gets fucked up. One is Star Wars. So I have a pretty sizable 3 3/4 figure collection. It's like all of Episode 1 and some of the early Power of the Force, which are the shittiest Star Wars figures. And then I saw this dude's collection on the internet. We had everyone, pretty much. And they were all on shelves. And I was like, fuck, I should pull mine out. So then I started pulling mine out. And I was like, man, I don't even have like the good ones. I gotta get at least the bounty hunters. So I bought fucking 4 new Star Wars action figures for the first time in literally like 12 years. And I was like, oh, this feels so good. It's so rad. I got the OG bounty hunters. And then Rogue One happened, and I was like, man, I really like these trooper designs. Like, I'm going to buy some troopers. Fell down the 6-inch Black Series hole. And, like, that's not a cheap one to fall down. Side note, my wife is probably going to bust into the house any minute from yoga, and you guys are going to get maybe a weird, awkward moment on camera. I think we got 10 minutes. I'll try to get out of here. So anyway, Star Wars. Here's my minifigs. I'm trying to keep the Star Wars shit condensed. Original trilogy, Rogue One, Imperials, bounty hunters, funky aliens, robots. That's it. None of these like generic dude in a snow coat humans. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Trying not to do any of the Force Awakens shit at all. Rogue One looks really good. I'm really excited. And I really like the designs of the bad dudes, so I bought some of those. So here's kind of like the analog, right? So I'm going through that. I'm struggling with like not buying shit all the time. So I got this. Here's my OG trilogy. Imperials, bounty hunters. That's it. And this is kind of gangster, right? This is a fucking chrome Darth Vader. The white Macquarie Boba Fett. My Death Star troopers. They're cool. Fucking Emperor's Royal Guards. I got Bosk, because Bosk is a boss. You know Bosk the boss. And then Han Solo and Carbonite, because why not? And then I got these Imperial dudes. That's kind of Tarkin back there, sure. And I got this dude, and this is weird. Timelines are converging. You guys can't see that, but there's a Blacktron symbol on that guy's helmet. It's weird as fuck. So yeah. So this is like, all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, okay. And then I'm putting together ones. I start putting together this Chimo one. Because I got snakes, spiders. I got all the spiders. That feels good. That's collection complete. And they're like awesome and metal as fuck. They all kind of look like predators. There you go. This guy in particular is hardcore, but fucking this dude looks great. That black and gray dude back there, yeah, that guy, he looks pretty fucking awesome. This one with his big ass. And then I got these snakes, and I got these 2 kind of mediocre snakes. One really cool snake dude, and then I got this like abomination of a weird amalgamation of a fig. And I was like, man, I need all the snake dudes. And I was like, fuck. This is supposed to not do that. This is supposed to help me not buy Star Wars figures or G.I. Joe figures. Because that's the other thing. All of a sudden now I'm all Cobra all the time. Fucking love them. G.I. Joe, modern G.I. Joe, so fucking good. So yeah, so it's not really working. It's kind of working. Last one goes next to the metal as fuck Star Vikings and the Demon Horde. The Undead. Aw, yeah. Look at this dude. He's so metal. He has a fucking flaming sword. He's goth as fuck. You know, they're all skeletons come to life. I really like this. This is good. This feels really good. And this was great, because, like, I got to make this, feel complete about this. Required no purchasing of anything. Already had it in the old bins. So yeah, I guess this is like the pirate minifig episode part 2. So one last thing, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. I made some pirate minifigs. Boom. I love these. Like, I love fucking Lego Pirates. It was a big deal when I was a kid. I had a lot of Lego Pirates. So I made some modern interpretations. There's your classic fucking Captain Dude. And he's got the best sword that Lego makes right now, which has a giant skull on the pommel. I believe that's what it's called. The pommel. Poorly focused. I should stop worrying about the camera so much and you guys actually looking at shit. Nobody really cares, right? Cool. So there you go. Yeah, and I used a modern face, so he's not just a dude with an eye patch. And yeah, the captain's classic, and then you got this is really like my let me show off the tattoos arms. This guy's great. He's got an anchor, which fuck, you can't see any of this stuff. My lighting's still all fucked up. One of these days I'll figure this out, and you guys maybe will benefit. Right now you see a blurry anything. Hey, there you go. Boom. He's got anchor and a hatchet, cause pirates. Grr. And then yeah, we'll run through the other ones with the tattoos. This guy's got the great flaming tattoo. Yeah, sure. There. Boom. Dude. Lady with no pants. Because, she's a pirate. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She's got some cool, like, sort of tribal Indian tattoo things. If I stop moving it, maybe it'll focus. There you go. Boom. And, so when I posted this on the Instagram, shout out to Lee. He's kind of a dick. Not Lee Ward. Different Lee. Worker 201? 901? I don't know the song. Lee, you know who the fuck you are. You couldn't see that this chick's holding a gun, and they were like, hey. And so his comment was, girls can't fight, hold the map. Which, I was like, God damn it. Why you gotta fucking say shit like that, dude? I'm not trying to be misogynist here. Because here's fucking the assassin. Look at this chick. She's a fucking pirate ninja. She's got shit going on. She lost an eye. She doesn't give a fuck about your gender stereotypes. And then, this dude just hanging out, digging some shit. And there's parrot, parrot. See, parrot, and that's on our fucking shoulder still. Parrot. What's up, buddy? Yeah, there you go. And, a monkey, because you always gotta have a monkey. So, fuck, that was a lot of shit. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a while. I'm gonna build some other shit. I actually have, like, other ideas that are not making giant minifig displays. But, I wanted to show you guys that. It's been a while. And, fucking thank you guys again for watching. I don't know. We'll see. Future, has some possibilities in it. Probably gonna be a while. Just gonna say that. It's the holidays right now. Work is crazy. We'll see. But I'll see you in the future.